Ollie up here this week.
Tim, explain to me what we're about to do here.
Alright, we are gonna run down to Delavan and grab my tow dolly. We're gonna run down to Zion, Illinois and grab ourselves some Toyota vans.
Toyota. Honda Butte. Everybody's, are they moving in or moving out?
Probably moving out. Well, it's an hour down to Delavan, and it's probably an hour to an hour and a half from Delavan to Zion, and we got to do that twice.
Today?
Yes.
All right.
So we've got 6 to 7 hours of driving ahead of us here.
All right. Explain to me about this highway project here, Tim.
What you are looking at, you're going to be seeing is the Marquette Interchange project. Basically, they're tearing out the heart of the Milwaukee freeway system and replace it with something. It's going to take them about 5 years to get the damn thing done.
Kind of like the Boston Big Dig, but not on such a grand scale, but maybe as far as the time is concerned.
I kind of like the time, but very different in all other regards. The Big Dig was, the Big Dig's a joke. The Big Dig is the most expensive, and I mean...
It didn't really accomplish anything, did it?
Yeah, it's the most expensive stretch of highway in the world. There's a quarter-mile section that cost over $1 billion on the Big Dig. This is nothing nearly as grand. This whole thing is going to be like $600 million for the whole thing. Which is still silly expensive.
And what funding pays for this? Government funding, license plate fees, parking tickets?
A lot of the license plate stuff goes for this. And it's like 75% state money. Well, actually, wait. Actually, it's only about 25%. Yeah, it's mostly federal dollars going into this. This interchange is, well, it's actually the second most highly traveled interchange in the state. First being the Zoo interchange on the west side of town.
So there must not be as much traffic, say, up in Madison or Green Bay. Probably because all this funnels from Chicago.
Well, understand that everything's coming up from Chicago to go through Madison, Minneapolis. Exit to ramp up over this and across. And there used to be you'll see a big gaping hole where it looks like there used to be
big hole in the skyline.
Yeah, this whole thing here, there used to be a bridge that came right over the top of this and went down to the other side.
This construction continue on through the night as well?
Yeah, in fact they do most
24-hour dig?
It's a 24-hour deal. Whenever the weather's good, like it is now, they're working on it.
Now, how close is this thing right now as far as budget and time goes? Is it on the mark, ahead, or behind?
We're just getting started. They have already finished replacing the Pearl Street Bridge. So all of these bridges they got to take off replacing. This one I don't think is coming back. They're putting in a new one right here. There's going to be a brand new bridge going across here. They may or may not be tearing it down. They haven't decided. This is the new Wells Street Bridge.
Now how long is this construction we're looking at? How much from the time they started to now, how long has that been?
2008 or 2000, well, they started this a year ago. 2008 or 2009 is when all of this. You see all of this right here? This is what's getting replaced.
Is there any stretch of this that's in a completed form or not?
Not really. This started.
So this whole spaghetti bowl here is going to be coming down.
The whole thing, and they're redoing it. And this building's going to come out. And they're recently getting rid of all the exits.
Yeah, look at that exit, kind of retarded, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they were all the way back in 1957.
Because you got too much traffic merging from all the way to the right, all the way to the left, is like a short stretch to...
Out that way, out on 794 is where it really got hairy. That was the worst part of it. But really, I mean, it was just kind of a bottleneck.
Yeah.
So,
where traffic comes to a screeching halt by the time it all merges together.
I forgot my damn hat.
Tell me about this here bridge off in the distance.
Out there?
The floating exit ramps that went to nowhere but the sky.
Oh, that is the Hone. The Hone Bridge. AKA the bridge to nowhere, because until about 5 years ago, it went to nothing. And they finally committed, to finishing 794, even though it's just a highway instead of a freeway. Basically, they wanted to tear down half of St. Francis to put a freeway through it, and they wouldn't. And St. Francis wasn't going to do that. So it just kind of went to nowhere. And of course, you'll remember a lot of the dead-end ramps from the Blues Brothers, because they shot all of that there. They tore those down in the 80s, though, the dead-end ramps.
Have there ever been any instances where vehicles have gone off the edge of these dead-end ramps?
No. I mean, when it went to nothing, the whole thing was barricaded off. It was actually like a giant bicycle path. You could actually walk up and around and come back the other side. A lot of people like hang out on the bridge and listen to music during Summerfest, because we'd have all the big bands playing at Summerfest, which was basically underneath the bridge.
So this bridge is pretty much a derelict. Maybe not now, but it was for the longest while.
It was for the longest while. And then like a couple of years ago, part of it froze and cracked and fell off in the winter, and they just replaced that.
Now, was this while it was open or before it was open?
No, that's while it was open. That was like 3 years ago.
And
a big chunk of the northbound lane just sort of cracked and dropped.
Luckily, there's no cars going across at the time.
Oh, well, it didn't like fall out, but there were cars going across it when it split. And it was basically like a 5-foot dip in the road. And they blasted just a chunk of it out and replaced it.